everybody? We're back for another trade video. This one is a call off of the major supply zone. Um, we've got a sideways trend, but one of the things that I noticed in this particular market day is pushes down, never make it back to the demand zone. It attempted to push here, not back to the demand zone. It turned around to come back and still got rejected. And there was a possible put off of this area right here, but I did not like the way this formed. This gap right here did not give me the warm and fuzzy I needed to take this trade. And as you can see, it came back, and although it would have worked because it came back here, but didn't close within the zone. Excuse me, within the zone, and then it went down to this area right here is right here. So it comes all the way back down to VWAP. But this is not the kind of trade I like to be in. As I mentioned last week, I took a trade that was a little bit like this, where it kind of meandered and it went back, against me. I don't like that very much. I like trades that go, in my favor. And so what I see here is a up momentum here after this sideways action that couldn't get back down to the demand zone. So my thesis of the matter is that this is going to go up. Now, another thing that I like about this trade is the alignment. If you think about psychological numbers, 600 and 600.5, this trade starts really close to 600 and has a take profit that's near 600.5. Um, there was a 1 minute agreement here that can be used as a trade barrier. That's what this yellow line is, and you could have used this right here as a take profit. You'll see as I go through this trade that I will be checking around that area to see what happens there, to see if maybe I should get out of the trade if it's turning back around on that area. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and play it and speed it up to 2.5x. All right, so you got a close above the zone, 5 minute close above the zone, and then you had a kind of a ZRCE here, but I didn't like the way that formed. So I took this as zone reversal in this confirmation. Now look, I had a time there would be a time where I would try to jump in here because of the fact that it's pushing so hard and so fast, that I was sure it was going to go past my halfway point or, go too far for me to take the trade. Um, I'm not going to say I'm completely above doing stuff like that, but on this particular day, seeing as though I just scaled up from 4 to 5 contracts, I'm not really taking uh, trades that don't conform. I'll just say it like that. It doesn't fit the rules. So I'm going to continue that up. All right. So here we are at 5 seconds, and this price has gone nowhere. So at first, I was not interested in taking the trade, but noting the upward trend and the fact that it started to go in the right direction, I decided that maybe I wanted to try. So I come over, click the buy button at 15 seconds in. That's not something that I'm going to do all that often, but sometimes I will do, especially with this awesome confirmation candle and this, even though it's slow, it's upward momentum that has moved itself past a key area, even past this 1 minute agreement. So we'll keep it going. Now this whole time, I'm starting to want to do this a little bit more, um, and really look at what the price is doing and where friction points would be. Now, here's the thing: you got this area right here that could be considered a take profit. Unfortunately, I didn't notice that or I didn't see that in my analysis because I'm still looking at these psychological numbers. And again, this push down happened, but then you got this slow move up. So my thought was if it was going to come against me, it was going to come against me. But so this is kind of the area right here where I was, um, kind of a little bit nervous, wanting to see if something like that was going to happen once it reached there. What ended up happening is it went further. So I went ahead and take my 3 contracts of 5, since I can't do 2.5 contracts, because I can't take away 2.5 contracts. I went ahead and took um, 3, because I want to take at least half at take profit 1. So what I wanted to happen was for me to take half here and for this candle to shoot fire up further, maybe to this 666 mark, and I'll be able to take a few more cents at uh at 2 contracts. But that's not what happened. And since it didn't do what I wanted to do exactly when I wanted it to do it, I went ahead and took the uh took the last couple of contracts out. So that was my trade for today. And thank you for watching.